there's a housing association we work with who, when they have a shared ownership property become available, as with, I imagine, many housing associations, there becomes tens, often hundreds, sometimes thousands of applications for one single property. Now, this particular housing association, before we started engaging with them, they had to, let's say there were 5,000 applicants for one property, and obviously only one applicant can move into said property. They had to manually reject and manually email 4,999 people. Now, don't get me wrong, they had some, they had something copy and paste. They weren't typing an email from scratch, but they were sending 4,999 rejection emails by hand, effectively. And I question, how long does this take? And there's, 2 or 3 people full-time just handling comms on the progression of shared ownership. So by implementing a system, we're able to say, Jake, great news, you've been accepted. And because we've marked you as accepted, you go down an automated path as to, here's what's next, here's the documents we need, here's what we're going to do next. The other 4,999 go through a separate communications path, which is, on this occasion, we weren't able to accept you. Here's broadly some of the reasons why people get rejected. Here's what you can do to strengthen your application next time. Here's some other properties we have available. And that's all automatic. So, saving hundreds and hundreds of people hours. The second type is the behavioural triggers. So behavioural triggers are, again, to use the phrase sort of, we think you may be interested in sort of this type of communication strategy now. We think you may be interested in this type of communications now because we've seen signs of this. So for example, things we've done in the past are, if somebody's portal usage decreases below, 20-30% lower than average, we send them a sort of reactivation campaign, which reminds them of the benefits of the portal. If somebody who's always been a lifelong direct debit payer for rent cancels their direct debit, adds a card to their portal, and that card happens to be a MasterCard or a credit card, that possibly tells us there may be early signs of sort of financial worries. And as such, we're able to trigger another campaign, which may talk about the ways we can help and whatnot. So I think, I would look at A, the transactional triggers that occur because something's happened, but B, the behavioral triggers that could also trigger automation because we've seen signs of a certain behavior type.